factor in this matchup.
And you know, we mentioned in our pregame, beach volleyball, really, because there's only the two of you, familiarity will play a big role in playing this sport.
Morada, medyo kapos doon.
Yep.
And obviously, for those of you who at one point in your life played on sand,
Oh,
you
it's
obviously
so
hirap
hard.
tumalon,
It's
ano?
so different. That's
Yeah.
why it's better to become an indoor player coming from beach kesa yung indoor and then going to beach.
Right. Kasi medyo mahirap tumalon. And we all
Yes.
know Morada from back in her day with FEU na mataas talagang tumalon yun. But
Correct.
nakakapagtaka, no, medyo kapos as Micek sends it wide. Lexa Micek from the US of A.
That's right. Hey, her brother is in the Team B of Ateneo called Micek.
This is set by Micek Soriano, and medyo matagal-tagal na hindi nakita ng mga UAAP fans, ano? But to those of you who've been with us covering, watching the UAAP volleyball games in the women's division, matagal na. Soriano, one of the best back in her day with Ateneo.
That is true.
Former team captain of the Lady Eagles. And she gets an ace there.
The help of the net gets a point.
Obviously, you can see, kung nanonood kayo sa TV, makikita yung mga players, ano, right before the serve, they have their hands behind their back, especially kung sino yung nagsiserve, ano?
Yes.
And they're calling out certain plays.
You have to, because yun nga eh, there's just the two of you. So you have to create plays to be able to score. Look at that, off-speed hit. And yung anticipation dito, there, we mentioned that, but it's just wide for April Hingpit. She's really good at those placement shots, especially at the back zone. So, well, Charo and Alexa should be careful with those kind of placement hits.
And we should remember, Morada and Hingpit are coming into this matchup undefeated.
4-0 in the eliminations.
While Soriano and Micek sustained one loss yesterday after the eliminations coming into the semifinals today.
It was a tight match in Group A. The tight matches. You have 3 teams with 3-1. And change court once again. Multiples of 7. Every multiple of 7. Change court.
Here's Micek. That is on the line. So Micek Soriano up by 3 now, 9-6. Set number 1. And similar to indoor volleyball, first to win 2 sets.
Yep.
Will win the matchup. Third set up to 15 only.
It's very tiring, Eric, when you play this game because of the sun factor, the weather factor. Sometimes you can play this when, like yesterday, it was raining, but they still continued playing.
Which is the hardest part? Is it the sun or the sand?
Actually, I think the sand. Because
sa
at
buhangin,
least,
ano?
at least you have shades for the sun.
Right.
But yung sand, yan na yan eh. That's it. And
obviously, it's great for absorbing the impact, pero launching, hindi ganun kadaling umalsa galing sa buhangin, which obviously absorbs a lot of your impact.
well, actually, by FIVB rules, you have 4 centimeters of sand, finely loose, compacted grains. So meron pa yan eh. Meron talagang FIVB kind of sand.
So obviously, this sand was imported to this venue, the sands at SM
Baga by
Bay.
grade, yes. Oh, and
beautiful.
Oh, but that's long.
Unfortunately.
Called long.
So a change favor here as Morada and Hingpit take the lead, 10-9 in set number 1.
Oh, that is an ace from Hingpit. I mentioned that she's a good server, getting her ace. This previous play. There you go, another good serve. And another point.
2 good serves.
Technical timeout.
And a technical timeout called for both teams. 11-10 ang kalamangan ni Morada and Hingpit right here in set number 1. We're back here at the Sands at SM by the Bay, and a little confusion with regards to the score. It is actually Soriano and Micek with the lead here. Wait a minute. We're just sorting it out. We'll confirm with you as soon as we get the correct information. But the score is 12-10 now.
So it's
Humahabol
actually,
talaga si Soriano and
humahabol.
Micek. That's
Yes.
right. So it is still Morada and Hingpit with the lead by 2. 12-10.
Well, so far, Micek with 3 excellent attacks and Soriano having 2. On the other side, 1 each for Hingpit and Morada.
For the fans, Mosin na nanonood, as they appreciate the action from these very athletic, talented ladies, what is the goal of the BVR, or the Beach Volleyball Republic?
Well, I guess it started with Gretchen Ho and then Lazaro. And the rest of the, I think 3 Athenians talking about putting up their own tournament. And siguro yun, then they said, why don't we put it up together? So this started yung beach volleyball and the Beach Volleyball Republic. And now they're going around the country promoting the sport and with an advocacy of building a beach volleyball court in every place that they go to or they play.
And in case you want to watch this by other means, we're streaming live sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/BVR. And their goal, according to Gretchen kanina, was that every place they play in, because they're taking, this is a tour around the country,
Yes.
so they're taking this around cities in the
They've been
Philippines.
to Pampanga, they've been to Clark, and then they've been to Ilocos.
Ilocos, oo. And they, as much as possible, they coordinate with local government units in order to leave a legacy, leave a court,
That's
beach
what-
volleyball court in every venue they play in,
Correct.
for the people to appreciate, for the people to use.
Yes, that's correct. And actually, that's a good thing to do. Why? Because I believe na siguro mas malaki yung chances natin in beach volleyball in the Olympics kesa dun sa indoor volleyball. Parang feeling ko mas may chance tayo to have a medal sa beach volleyball. So it's also really good that these girls are promoting beach volleyball all over the country.
Right.
Remember, we are very coastal. So marami talagang
Maraming beach,
magagaling
oo.
dyan. Marami naglalaro niyan. It's just, promoting the sport.
Yeah, playing it properly,
Yeah.
proper
Knowing
venue,
the rules.
knowing the rules. That's right.
Oo.
15-13 is the lead by Morada and Hingpit. And nahihirapan na itong tandem ni Soriano and Micek. There you see them on your screens. Especially kung paano mag-play sila Hingpit and Morada, no? They're very precise in where they've been putting the ball so far.
And then, like that play. Isang play lang. And then they got the point right away. So, it has been that way for Morada and Hingpit. So, hindi na nila pinatatagal yung mga rallies. They try to get the point right away.
They're up by 3 here in set number 1. Underhand set for Micek, and she puts it in on an off-speed hit.
He gets that point. And a no blocker on the side of Hingpit and Morada. That's the game plan. So sometimes you will see there's one blocker who will commit. Yun, mas mahirap yun. Halos full court na yung defense. Although, you also have that defense at the net.
Right.
So it also maybe depends on sino kalaban, matchup.
For people watching, for girls, maybe even boys watching, what is a good strategy initially for, I guess, beginners, starters, amateurs? Ano magandang strategy to get a leg up? Get an advantage against the competition? Palagi bang sa harap ang hulog, sa likod ang hulog? O ano bang basahan dyan?
Yun ang importante. You said
Basahin
yung
mo.
magic word. Kailangan yung basa mo sa kalaban. Because you always have to know where they are inside the court. So, pag medyo malayo yung depensa nila, off-speed lang at the net. And yun, siguro pagka nasa harap naman sila, yung placement shot sa likod, just like si Hingpit, kanina pa niya ginagawa against Soriano and Micek.
But on the sand, medyo mahirap talagang tumalon, no?
Yes.
Especially pag
And yung movement, hindi lang talon tumakbo.
tumakbo.
Yep.
So obviously, mas madali kung hulog-hulog because you're not gonna need to jump that high. para ihulog sa harap, ano?
Kaya Eric, madalas makikita natin na ang mga libero ang sumasali sa beach volleyball. Kasi
Because of
they're
their
very
defense.
fast, they're quicker.
Can move around the court.
Yep, and the anticipation is there. Because with this kind of size of court, kailangan nandun yung may anticipation ka.
There's a lot of scrambling, a lot of diving. A lot more, it seems, than indoor volleyball, no? Because it's the sand, mas madali nga rin namang mag-dive, but at the same time, your motion is hindered by the kind of surface.
The wind, the sun.
Right. How did you play a lot of beach volleyball?
Not a lot, but I played a little beach volleyball. It's so hard. You think it's almost the same as indoor. No, it's actually totally different.
Seems like a lot more fun than indoor because yun nga, mas parang ang sarap sa sand, you know? Pero it's actually quite the opposite.
Tsaka mas yung mind game nitong sport nito, iba rin nasa ibang level because yun na nga, you're only two. And then you always have to watch out for how the defense or yung movement on the other side. So constantly, kailangan basa ka ng basa doon sa kalaban.
And the rallies are much more, much shorter in beach volleyball, it seems, because yun nga, lack of coverage on the sand. 19-18, isa na lang ang kalamangan ni Hingpit and Morada. Here comes Micek. Micek is blocked by Hingpit. Great work defensively. Micek tries again. Hingpit was right there.
Another chance.
Looking to tie. Micek going up. And there's a net.
Going for a number.
Violation.
Gets that to go.
So 19 all here in set number 1. Medyo dikit tayo. Coming down to 21. Sa depensa ba, Mosey, how much playmaking is there defensively, or is there even any?
Kailangan lang talaga yung good coverage inside. So it's positioning yourself. And yun din, yung this time, basa naman sa partner mo where she is. So, ay, talagang napakahirap niya, Eric. It's such a difficult sport because not only do you read the position of your teammate, but you also look at the opponent where they will go.
Error by Soriano gives a point to Hingpit and Morada. Here comes Micek. Morada right there to pick it up. Morada goes up. Can't get it through the net. 20 all.
Oh, how close can it go?
Right.
And we're just in our first semi-final game.
And already, sulit na para sa mga crowd na umattend
That's
dito.
right.
Yung volleyball action they're watching. Alexa Micek serving. Deep set for Morada. Cross court. Soriano sets it up. Micek goes up.
Oh, but long on the try.
That's one of the things I notice a lot in beach volleyball. Because it is
Yung calculation
shorter, no?
Yes, of the area.
Mas marami kang
of the distance.
tendency to overshoot.
That's why you always go for a sharper angle. That's the trick. So, well, obviously, to go for that, you have to jump really high.
Right. Yun nga yung parang dilemma mo. No? You have to jump real high on sand. But at the same time, if you don't, talampas yung tira mo. 21 all here in set number 1. So we go to a little bit of an extension here.
Well, so far, Hingpit, 3 excellent serves already, or 3 aces in this match. Oh. And a fish was caught. And that's really how you call it. Alam mo sa beach volleyball, nakakatawa. Ang daming parang street words, yung mga slang. Slang words that you don't usually use indoor volleyball. Like fish.
A lot of fishing reference, I guess, because you're on the sand, right? Oh! At the net, kapos yung palo ni Morada. Well, it was an attempt for an off-speed. And it come from behind with Mosey. 23-21 in favor of Charo Soriano and Alexa Micek. They were playing from behind the entire set number 1.
That's right, partner.
And we'll be back. Set number 2, pagbalik po natin.
Follow us on Instagram.
So far, this Beach Volleyball Republic Open Tournament has been good. Even though yesterday it was raining the whole day, umuulan buong araw, may mga tao pa rin na sumuporta sa amin. And super thankful kami na andyan yung mga supporters si Denden, nila Bea, nila Charok, even si Hupian dyan support. So kahit it was raining so hard yesterday, sobrang happy kami na may mga tao pa rin na pumunta as in brave yung ulan para lang mapanood kami. And today, we're excited na it's gonna be televised on ABS-CBN Sports in Action.
Back here at the Sands at
Siya pala,
SM by the Bay. Yeah.
Bali si Gretchen, tsaka si Phil, and si Mel din.
Phil
They wanted to
Cayetano,
put up-
by the way.
yeah.
Phil Cayetano na
They
si...
wanted to put up
Phil-
their own tournament
Right.
sana, and then yun na nga, they decided to bolt in.
Get together, yeah.
Yup. And now, you have Beach Volleyball Republic.
And by the way, in case you're wondering, since patapos na yung taon, akala nyo this is the end of the Beach Volleyball Republic. This is actually the start
Yup.
for the next year.
The beginning.
So
First
mas
leg.
marami pa kayo maaabangan na beach volleyball action from Beach Volleyball Republic.
That's why, you know, be ready. They will go around the country and promote beach volleyball. And ang pinakamaganda, iiwan nila yung beach volleyball court.
Right. And balls, and mga equipment, Soriano. And
That's the advocacy that Gretchen was telling us.
right. And after struggling in set number 1, coming from behind to steal it away, Soriano and Micek leading the way here. 2-love, set number 2.
Oh, good placement. Off-speed hit. Alexa. You know, you saw her already going to that spot. She was facing that spot. And yun ang kailangan naman, quick reaction on the other side. But easier said than done.
Right. Great save by Hingpit, but this is going to be a free ball. Micek again.
Going for a knuckler, getting that to go.
And what a start here for this tandem. 4-0, set number 2. But we all know how capable Hingpit and Morada have been and how consistent they've been. Dulo lang naman sila yung nakalamang,
Yes,
nalamangan
no first set.
ni Micek and Soriano. They were tied until 21 all before the 2 straight points. And Micek
Good save again, but the chance. Oh, a free ball given kila Morado. No second ball on
Yeah, Charo.
Soriano.
Oh,
Ayan.
Charo Soriano.
Listen, look at it. She knew where that ball was going, but yun nga, because of the sand,
Yeah.
your motion is really slower than your usual. Oh, nice serve, but that goes long.
Switch sides.
6-1. What a start here, Mosey.
Very strong start actually for Chara Soriano and Alexa Micek. And there you go. That shows yung familiarity with each other. In the end, it really prevailed, especially in that first set. And now they have momentum. And let's see if they're going to hold on to it, or the tandem of Morado and Hingpit will try to get back and get their groove back. I feel that sila Morado should be a little bit more aggressive.
Right. Well, right now they're down by 5. So there's no other way actually for them. They really have to play with a little bit more cohesion. Nawala yung chemistry nila, especially down the stretch in set number 1, and they seem to be struggling here in set number 2 sa panimula, and they really can't afford that anymore. This is a best of 3 matchup in terms of sets.
Well, so far Micek with 10 points, Soriano with 6. On the other side, it's Hingpit with 6, Morada with only 2 points so far. And I say only because alam naman natin na offensive player
Right.
siya and she can produce a lot more.
Well, Micek getting ready to serve now. And obviously, in a tandem
Service
like
error.
this, both of you must have the ability to set the ball up, ano?
Yes.
To one another. Hindi tulad sa indoor volleyball na you primarily go to your setter to get the offense going. Dito, kung sino makakuha ng first ball, obviously, yung hawak ng second ball, must have the ability to set.
That's true. So, kailangan all-around player.
Right.
You cannot rely on, let's say, a position lang.
And then, one way or another, you're gonna have to attack at one point. Hindi ka lang pwedeng set din ng set. Depends on who gets the ball. So, it makes you better. Does it complement being a beach volleyball player? How much of it complements you in case you go into indoor volleyball?
Oh, all the athletes that were beach volleyball first and then
Indoor.
went to indoor, parang mas nadalian sila, I think eh. Parang, di ba, biro mo tumigas na nga yung floor eh. Di ba, wala na yung factor ng sand. And so they leap higher, they jump higher, and they're faster inside, definitely. Micek Soriano with the net violation on that last play.
On the way up pa lang, sumabit na si
Wala,
Charo.
halata eh. Hindi pwede i-forgo eh.
8-5.
Mas mahirap pa nga yung indoor to beach.
To beach.
Oh.
Oh, lucky break there. Easy ball. Hindi nakuha ni Hingpit and Morada. So 9-5, 4-point lead for Micek Soriano. Set number 2. So all they need to do now is maintain and keep the lead, keep being defensive and offensive at the same time to barge into the finals.
Morada going for an angle. Oh, and Micek once again going to that spot. She has been going to that spot, to that angle. And no antidote on the side of Morada and Hingpit so far.
Again, that's a problem. You know? You really have to be able to read in a split second
But,
the intention of the opposing team.
Pero pang ilang beses na yan, di ba? Nagpunta si Micek on that side.
At least 5 points have come from that specific play itself, cross-court ni Micek. And we see Micek, it's surprising for volleyball fans who who've been watching us. You see a lot of Alexa, Micek, and not so much of Charo Soriano, which is very, you know, for those of you who know dati, madalas makikita nyo si Charo ang umaatake, no?
Well, you know, it's also part of the game plan of the opponent. Sometimes they really target, let's say, yung weaker spiker or yung better spiker. It depends on the game plan of the opponent. So, minsan siya makikita mo talagang lahat ng serves pupunta sa isang person. Para bang sa badminton na bobodega. Diba? And that's the basic, actually, game plan of a beach volleyball.
And obviously, that's to tire you out
Yes.
much faster in case you're the main offensive weapon.
If you're the better setter, wala, ikaw papapaluin because you will receive the first ball.
Right. So that's and obviously madaling gawin yan because dalawa lang papipilian.
Yes, correct. That's nga yun eh. That's very basic in beach volleyball. Kumbaga, you go to the better setter and not to the better spiker.
Still a 4-point lead here. Make that 3-point deficit para kay Morada and Hingpit after that service error by Micek. A technical timeout on the floor. 12-9, set number 2. Take a look at the crowd. Natapos na siguro mag-shopping, ano?
Or magsha-shopping
Magsha-shopping pa lang.
Break lang.
We're at the Sands, SM by the Bay, dito sa City of Manila for the Women's Open Semifinal Match 1 and 2. This is Match 1, Match 2 pagkatapos ito of the first Beach Volleyball Republic. Panimula ng season ng Beach Volleyball Republic going into 2016. And naglalaban po. You're seeing Micah Morada and April Hingpit who are down a set and down by 4 in set number 2 against Charo Soriano, who's getting ready to serve against Alexa Micek.
Well, Micek now with 4 excellent points in the second set. Hingpit with 3 on the other side. But Micek already 7 digs and Morada and Hingpit with only 1 partner. That's why they laki ang kalamangan dito nila Micek and Soriano. Also for Micek with 15 points already, partner. Soriano with 8, Hingpit with 9, Morada with 4.
April Hingpit serving, underhand set there by Soriano, and
Well played.
Micek again.
Off speed and well placed. Well, that was because there was a, again, they call it a nail, a perfect pass going to Soriano. That's why Soriano was able to set it up well to Micek. The point is the result of that.
Morada. That is wide.
Now Morada, in that last play, you see her risking it, but wide on that try.
Lima na, Mosey. As you look at the crowd right behind Alexa Micek. 5 points. But they give a point away. 6 points away from the finals. See Micek on your screens and Charo Soriano. Let's see if they can get it, get it together.
Yep.
And keep this lead.
Not enough juice at that off-speed.
Binibi yung off-speed hit ni Micek. So 2 straight errors ni Micek. One from the serve and 1 on the attack. 2 straight points naman para kay Maika Morada and April Hingpit. She's 5'7", for those of you who don't know. No, a lot of you fans out there might think medyo maliit si Maika Morada, but she's already 5'7". Matangkat na yan for a Filipina, for sure.
Another error on the side of Soriano and Micek. So
that's 3 straight points
right
for Morada and Hingpit. Naghahabol sila dito and they are just within 2 as we change sides.
Morada now to serve.
Good reception by Micek over receive. And Hingpit with a score. 4 straight points, Mosey.
Exactly. So no stopping Morada and Hingpit so far in the second set, and just a 1-point lead now for Micek and Soriano.
And that's 4 straight serves on the part of Maika Morada, former
nice
Lady
serve.
Tamaraw.
With a better dig by Micek. Oh, and again, good placement hit cross-court on the back zone.
Napako si Morada. She was expecting another cross-court sa harap. Pero pinadala ni Micek sa likod. And Morada unable to shuffle backwards in time. Lead up to 2 for Micek Soriano. Nice tip by Soriano for the point.
Again, going to that area and getting the same result, getting a point. Look at Soriano go to that corner.
So from a 1-point lead na medyo umalago sila rito, a little bit of a cushion, 3-point lead para kay Soriano Micek.
Oh, and once again going to the back row, Soriano easily taking that point.
Nakita niya nasa harap nasa may net yung dalawa, no, si Hingpit and Morada.
Yun yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. You have to read your opponent. Nasaan pa sila? So hindi na, kumbaga huwag mo na pahirapan yung buhay mo. Just go for placement hits.
Oh, that error. Crucial one para kay Maika Morada as it is now a 5-point lead para kay Soriano and Micek, and they are within 2 of the finals. 19-14 in set number 2. SM by the Bay, and it's getting a little cloudy, but not to worry. Baka iniisip niyo pag umulan, titigil tayo. Not the case kahapon.
Yes,
the entire
umulan
day. Umuulan.
They played 16 games yesterday.
And 15 out of the 16 games in intense rain. Intense stormy weather. I mean, I'm sure you guys noticed how bad it was raining kahapon. But right now, 1 point away. Soriano Micek after scoring there 20-14. Match point.
So, Soriano, what a powerful hit coming from her.
But they throw a point away. Mosey give a little bit of a chance, a glimmer of hope para kay Morada and Hingpit. Change court pa.
With Hingpit and Morada, they have to play a flawless game. They want to win this one and go full stretch. But the offense will come from this tandem right here.
Micek for the win.
Oh, and
Yes!
puts an exclamation point, and the match won by Charo Soriano and Alexa Micek.
And the undefeated team goes down in the semi-final match. April Hingpit, Micek Morada suffer their first defeat of the tournament, and they are out. We'll play for third with whoever wins in the next semi-final matchup. But a big congratulations to the tandem of Charo Soriano and Alexa Micek. They're through to the finals, winning in 2 straight sets against Micek Morada and April Hingpit.
We joined the tournament because we want to continue to have opportunities to compete at the sport of beach volleyball. So we organized it so that we could play and compete against all these athletes that we don't necessarily get to play against in other tournaments.
And you're back with us here at the Sands, SM by the Bay. As we wrap up semi-final match number 1. Big congratulations again to Charo Soriano and Alexa Micek for winning the first semi-final match, and they are right now with Gretchen Ho.
Thanks, Eric. I am right now with the winners of the first semifinals match, Charo Soriano and Alexa Micek. Okay, first question. You came out of a tough set 1. You had a lot of errors, gave up a lot of points through your errors. How were you able to manage to bounce back in set 2 and dominate the other team?
We really fought back through set 1. We didn't come out as strong as we would have liked to, specifically with our service errors, a couple bad receives on my end. So we wanted to make sure in the second set that we really played our game, that we could feel our flow and our dynamic again, and get back to the pace where we felt we could take control back of the match.
All right, Charo, who do you think will give you a harder time for the finals match? Is it the tandem of Beatan and Hupia Inc., or is it the tandem of Bang Pineda and Janine Marciano?
I think both teams are very, very good. Each team would have their strengths. Beatan is very, very good defensive player. Rupia, and you've seen her, she's very offensive. She can really rip those balls. But also Bang Pineda and Janine Marciano, they're tough servers and very good defensive players. So both teams are actually pretty good competition for us, and we're very excited for the next match.
Looks like we are going to be watching another intense semifinals game 2. Back over to you, Eric and Mozzie.
All right, thank you, Gretchen. Congratulations again, Charo and Alexa. What a performance after coming through the eliminations with 1 defeat,
Yes.
3-1. They beat an undefeated team to make it to the finals.
That is right, partner. And Alexa Micek with 18 points, partner, in that match. Soriano having 11. Hingpit with 5 and Morada with 10. So and that was a match dominated by Micek and Soriano. And again, once again, the familiarity prevailed in that match.
All right, warming up on the sand, we have Bang Pineda, Janine Marciano, and Beatan Hupia Inc., our second semi-final matchup. Pagbalik natin dito sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action.